Okay, so before we do the rest of this area down the bottom, I just want to do a bit of tinkering, as I mentioned before, get the rest of him done, and then we can just finish up down the bottom there. So I want to do a bit more around his eye. I've got the burnt ochre here. I want to put a bit more of this colour under his eye. I want to put this colour in a few places actually. I'm coming back to this with fresh eyes, so which is always handy. I'm just going to bring this down a bit further, put a bit more down here as well. I'm going to put a bit of this over here as well. I'm using quite light pressure, so I'm literally just putting a smidge of this over here. Also keeping an eye on the direction as well, so as you can see in the photo it comes across here and then it sort of starts coming down his face there. Okay, and then I'm going to put a bit of this on his body as well. So let's put some down here. I already have put some down here, but I'm just putting a bit more. I just need to move my picture up a bit more. And then we'll come further down, a bit more here. You see, I'm not putting a lot on, I'm literally just putting a tiny amount on, but it makes all the difference. And let's come down to his hand here. Let me just move everything. Okay, and while I'm just doing this area, actually, I want to go back to I've got the cold grey 6 here. And I just want to soften this area. I've made it a bit too sort of sharp here. I might actually go in with the slice tool just to take a bit out. Let's put a bit of that over this side as well. I'm just going to grab my slice tool. So I've got little short hairs here. think that's fine. I just moved things a little bit, trying to place my light as well so it's not making everything shiny. As you can see, if I bring it round too much, it just makes everything shiny and horrible. Anyway, I've got the cold grey free. I just want to add a bit of a colder grey on this whiter area coming across here. Okay, let's put a bit more up here. And then a bit on the back of his neck. Okay, so just coming up to this area now. I've got the walnut brown, and I think it would just benefit from a bit more of this brown coming through his coat here. A bit down here. Let's put a bit more up the top here. Okay, and I think a bit of warm grey 6 also. Let's put a bit more down here as well. So we're just doing a bit of tinkering here and there, and then get the rest of these bars in, and I think we're pretty much there with this squirrel. I don't think I will do a background for this. I think he looks quite okay as he is. Alright, just back to the walnut brown, just do a few little bits on his face. Need to get those whiskers in as well. Let's get these two little whiskers in here. So I've got the dark sepia and it's quite sharp. Well, I've sharpened it anyway. So we've just got two little whiskers coming across. That will be fine. Just moving him over a little bit there, just doing a bit more around his mouth. Well, I've actually just turned my light off because I think it seems a bit better. I've got the sepia 10 and I'm just going to do a bit round his chin area. Put a bit of colour in. Yeah, it's not too dark out today, so I can get away with that, I think. It just gives it a bit more colour there because it's quite light down here. But the sepia 10's a lovely colour. Put a bit of that down here as well. Okay, well I think that's pretty much it for the squirrel. I can't think of anything that we really need to revisit. I might put a tiny bit of the sepia 10 in his right ear there, just to give it something in there, just to give it a bit more colour. But I think we're pretty much there for him. So I think what I'm going to do now is just move everything up, and I know it's not in the frame at the moment, but we'll just get this last bit of bar in and go from there. Okay, so I have put the light back on for this. So I'm starting with the cold grey 2. Let's just get this top bit in first. Do that right along. Let's do a little bit of the cold grey 2 on this line as well, just a small amount there. And then I'm going to switch to the dark indigo. Now I'm going to switch to the cold grey 6. It's a bit darker this side, so let's take that down there. So I am taking that over the dark indigo as well because it won't do any harm. Oh, I've actually got the cold grey 3 now. I'm just going to put it through here. I think this side's got a lot less going on than on the other side, but I'm just putting colours in at the moment. And we've got a little bit of a green coming up here. I don't know if it's part of the little railing or if it's shadows from behind or what really, but we'll put it in. So let's go back to that green we had before, and it's the green olive yellowish. We'll quieten that down a bit in a minute, but just add a bit of green there. I don't think we've got it anywhere else on here. Going back to the cold grey 6, and we just come over that green. Bring that all along. Let's get the black. I'm going to add a bit of the Pablo cocoa. See how that looks. Also, it's covering quite nicely as well. I'm going to take that over the green as well. I'm not too worried about it going into the blue either. Okay, let's get a cold grey. So I'm going to go with cold grey 5. Just sort of join it together. I might turn my light off in a minute just so I can get a truer colour. Let's see how it looks without the light on. Not too bad, I don't think. I think that's okay for you as well. I've got a little bit down here to do as well, actually. Mustn't forget that. Let's go to the let's go back to the cold grey 2 for the top bit now. go back to the black. I need to make it less sort of blocky. So I'm kind of sort of going all over. I don't want it to be too perfect looking. So I'm making it look a bit bumpy and more natural looking, if that makes sense. We can go on the reverse side to darken it further if we need to, but I don't think we will need to. And that's coming along okay. Just continue to darken it a little bit more. I was just going to lift the film up and see. It looks okay. We need to move everything up to do the bottom bit. I've just got the warm grey 5 because it's just helping me blend what I've put in. Yours might be absolutely fine, but I'm going to blend it a bit more there. I'm going to go back to the cold grey 3. I'm just going to come in here. And then I'm thinking maybe a blue up here. So I think I might try the sky blue again. Let's see how that goes down. I'm not putting a lot on, just a little touch of it. And let's see by lifting the film. I think it's okay. I might put a bit more on actually, just so we've got a definite edge there. Let's go to the cold grey 1. And just sort of merge that together, and I think that'll be it for that bit there. Give that a brush there. Okay, so let's do these 2 bits down here. I'm going to start with the dark indigo. Let's do this side first. So this one's pretty much dark. Making sure I don't go into his claws there. So we're right on the edge of the drawing. and then I'm going to go straight to the black with that one. I think that's pretty much it for that one. I'll come over to this one now. I'm going with the warm grey 6. I'm just going to go around his little claws there. And then on this one we got, I think it's a bit of rust sort of colour there, so I'm going to add a bit of cocoa. The Pablo there, just add a bit of brown. We've even got a bit of green there as well, so let's add that. So I'm just going with the same green, yellow, olive green, yellowish, sorry. Just put a bit of that in as well. And I think we go the warm grey 1 this time for the top bit. Let's go, I've got the cold grey 6 now, just got the cold grey, not the warm grey. Just go over that green there just to dull it down a bit. I'm just going over the warm grey 1 as well, just so it's not just a block of white. And let's go to the black. Just darken that bottom bit up there. I just want to add a bit more white. Now I've got the Museum Aquarelle white pencil here. I don't know if I've used it in this before, but it's just a bit better than the white Pablo. I'll leave the link to it in the description, but yeah, it's quite a good white, and you can use it wet as well. Not that I do, but it is just another good white pencil to have. So I'm just going to use this just to add a few more bits of lighter areas. It's a Caran d'Ache pencil as well. But this goes over pretty much any surface as well, dry or wet. But yeah, I'll leave the link to it in the description. Okay, think that's pretty much it. Just do a few loose hairs coming off his foot there. Hello, so just popping in at the end of the video like I do, just to show you my finished squirrel. It's been a lovely drawing as well, I would say. It's come out just how I wanted him to. So here is my finished piece. Quite pleased with him actually. I'm pleased I've done him on the film, so I'm just trying to move him so he's not in the shine of the window there. But we've worked on both sides as well, which I have included in the video. I did actually darken up the bars on the reverse side as well, but didn't put that in. So if you feel that yours need darkening, then just flip the film over and darken them. But yeah, on the whole, that's been another fantastic drawing, and I hope you've enjoyed it as well. And if you've got any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, I think with that all being said, I hope you join me on the next one.